Did you know that most men never achieve success because they can't identify the right personality type for themselves? Aligning your actions with who you truly are will dramatically improve the outcomes in every aspect of your life. From making more money to finding the right woman and living a happier life, understanding your personality is key to unleashing the potential within. Yet so many men get this wrong, which leads to a lack of progress, low confidence, and difficulties in day-to-day life. By the end of this video, you will know which of the 6 personality types best describes you, and how to use it to your advantage according to research. Let's roll. Number 6. The Omega Male. The term Omega Male has been used to describe a variety of different things, but it typically refers to a man who is at the bottom of the social hierarchy. The term can be used in a number of different ways, but is generally seen as a negative label. An Omega Male is often someone who is shy, socially awkward, or lacking in confidence. He may also be someone who is financially unsuccessful or who has difficulty finding romantic and sexual partners. In many ways, the Omega Male is the opposite of the Alpha Male, who is typically confident, successful, and popular. While the term Omega Male is often used in a derogatory way, it can also be seen as a badge of honor by those who see themselves as outsiders or nonconformists. If you're not sure whether or not you're an Omega Male, ask yourself the following questions. Do you generally avoid conflict? Do you tend to be passive in relationships? Are you reluctant to take risks? Do you find it difficult to assert yourself? If you answer yes to most of these questions, then it's likely that you are an Omega Male. While there is nothing wrong with being an Omega Male, it can sometimes lead to feelings of insecurity and low self-esteem. If you find that your Omega status is causing problems in your life, it may be time to seek out counseling or therapy. If you identify as an Omega Male, there are 3 areas you can work on to improve yourself: social skills, self-confidence, and physical fitness. First, focus on honing your social skills. Practice making small talk, listening actively, and maintaining eye contact. These simple techniques will help you feel more comfortable in social situations. Second, work on building your self-confidence. Remember that you have just as much to offer as anyone else. When you start to believe in yourself, others will too. Finally, commit to a regular fitness routine. Exercise releases endorphins, reduces stress, and boosts self-esteem, all qualities that will make you a more well-rounded individual. By working on your self-confidence and learning to assert yourself, you can overcome the challenges of being an Omega Male and live a happy and fulfilling life. Number 5. The Gamma Male. The term Gamma Male has been used in recent years to describe a certain type of man. Gamma Male is usually someone who is successful in many areas of life, but does not have the traditional macho personality that is often associated with Alpha Males. Instead, Gamma Males are often more introspective and sensitive than their Alpha counterparts. They are also often less concerned with conformity and more interested in exploring their own individuality. While the term Gamma Male is relatively new, it is clear that this type of man has always existed. In many ways, the Gamma Male represents the modern ideal of what it means to be a man. He is strong but not overbearing, successful but not obsessed with power, and sensitive but not weak. In a world that is increasingly complex and uncertain, the Gamma Male offers a unique and refreshing perspective. Gamma Males are a relatively new concept, but they are becoming increasingly prevalent in today's society. If you're not sure if you're a Gamma Male, ask yourself the following questions. Do you tend to shy away from confrontation? Do you prefer to resolve conflicts through peaceful negotiation rather than violence? Are you more interested in cooperation than competition? Do you generally avoid risky or dangerous activities? If you answer yes to most of these questions, then it's likely that you are a Gamma Male. Gamma Males tend to be more passive and cooperative than other types of men, and they typically avoid confrontations or risky behaviors. While there is nothing inherently wrong with being a Gamma Male, it is important to be aware of your own personality type so that you can make informed choices about how you live your life. So if you're feeling like an outsider, embrace your inner Gamma Male and use it to your advantage. Here are 3 ways to do just that. 1. Develop your intellectual side. One of the best things about being a Gamma Male is that you likely have a higher than average IQ. Use this to your advantage by reading widely and learning as much as you can about the world around you. The more knowledgeable you are, the better equipped you'll be to navigate the sometimes tricky waters of social interactions. 2. Use your creativity. Gamma Males are often very creative individuals. If you find yourself feeling stuck in a rut, tap into your creative side and see where it takes you. There's no telling what amazing things you might come up with. 3. Be confident in your uniqueness. One of the best things about being a Gamma Male is that you're probably pretty unique. Embrace your quirks and let your true self shine through. The world will be a better place for it, and you'll likely find that people are more drawn to you than you ever thought possible. Number 4. The Delta Male. The term Delta Male is used to describe a certain type of man who is typically dutiful, hardworking, and competent. These men are often proud of their achievements and take great satisfaction in doing a good job. They tend to be the backbone of society, providing essential services and support that keep things running smoothly. Delta males are often the unsung heroes of the world, working behind the scenes to make sure that everything runs smoothly. While they may not always get the credit they deserve, Delta males are an essential part of any community or organization. Without their dedication and hard work, many things would simply fall apart. If you have any doubts if you are truly a Delta male, just ask yourself these 3 questions. Do you tend to put work before leisure? Do you take pride in completing tasks efficiently and correctly? Are you someone that others can rely on to stay the course no matter what? If you answered yes to these questions, then it's likely you are a Delta male. In relationships with women, Delta males tend to be reliable and supportive partners. They're the type of men that women can trust, knowing they'll always have their back. Delta males are also typically quite patient, allowing them to work through disagreements with their partners without resorting to arguments or fights. Delta males may not be as flashy or exciting as some of the other personality types on this list, but they bring an essential steadiness and reliability that is highly valued in society. So if you recognize yourself in these traits, then take pride in being a Delta male. You bring an essential element to any relationship or community, one that should never be taken for granted. Number 3, the beta male. Beta males have historically been an important part of society. They are often seen as loyal and reliable, which can be valuable assets in a group setting. Additionally, beta males are often more attractive to women than their alpha counterparts. This is because beta males tend to exhibit qualities that women find desirable, such as kindness and empathy. However, beta males also have a downside. They often lack the strong leadership skills of an alpha male, and this can make them less effective in a leadership role. Additionally, beta males can sometimes be seen as weaker and less capable than their alpha counterparts. As a result, they may have difficulty asserting themselves in a group setting. Despite these drawbacks, beta males play an important role in society. Their loyalty and reliability can be valuable assets, and their attractiveness to women can make them invaluable members of any group. If you're not sure if you're a beta male, ask yourself the following questions. Do you let others make decisions for you? Are you afraid of taking risks? Do you find it difficult to assert yourself? Do you feel more like a follower, not a leader? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then it's likely that you are a beta male. In work life, beta males are typically more reliable and level-headed than their alpha counterparts. They are less likely to make impulsive decisions or take unnecessary risks. As a result, beta males are often seen as more trustworthy and dependable employees. In personal relationships, beta males are often more supportive and understanding than alpha males. They are less likely to be controlling or possessive and more likely to be good listeners. Beta males are also typically more sensitive to the needs of others, which can make them more effective partners in both romantic and platonic relationships. Number 2, the alpha male. The term alpha male is often used to describe a man who is successful, powerful, and confident. While there is no single definition of an alpha male, most experts agree that he is a leader among his peers. Historically, alpha males have come from privileged backgrounds. They are often the sons of wealthy or powerful fathers, and they have had the advantages that come with that privilege. This includes access to the best education and opportunities. While some men are born with the natural traits of an alpha male, others develop them over time through hard work and experience. In either case, being an alpha male often requires a certain amount of social dominance. In other words, an alpha male is typically a man who is in charge, either by nature or by choice. He is typically ambitious and goal-oriented, and he has a strong sense of self-confidence. An alpha male is also usually decisive and assertive, and he is often comfortable taking risks. Alpha males often take on traditionally masculine roles, such as being the breadwinner for their families. In recent years, there has been a shift towards more egalitarian relationships, and alpha males are no longer automatically given preferential treatment. However, they still tend to be successful and accomplished individuals. There are a few key questions you can ask yourself to gauge whether or not you exhibit alpha male qualities. Do you take charge in situations or tend to follow others? Do you have a strong sense of confidence? Do you have a clear vision of what you want and you are not afraid to go after it? Are you comfortable with who you are and don't feel the need to prove anything to anyone? If you could answer yes to most or all of these questions, then chances are you are an alpha male. Being an alpha male is not about being perfect. It's about having the qualities that people naturally look up to and respect. So if you have what it takes, embrace your inner alpha and let the world know who's boss. You can also use your alpha status to your advantage in various situations. For example, if you're in a meeting and you want to make sure your idea is heard, speaking up with confidence and authority will help you get your point across. If you're at a bar and you see a girl you're interested in, being alpha will give you the confidence to approach her and start a conversation. And if you're looking for a raise or promotion at work, being assertive and showing that you're a leader will increase your chances of getting what you want. However, it is also important to remember that there is a downside to being an alpha male. Alpha males can be aggressive, domineering, and sometimes even abusive. If you want to use being an alpha male to your advantage, you need to ensure that you stay in control of your dark side and use your power for good. Number 1. The Sigma male. The term Sigma male is often used to describe someone who is a lone wolf. The Sigma male is the type of guy who doesn't conform to societal norms or expectations. He doesn't follow the crowd and he isn't looking for approval from others. The Sigma male is confident and self-sufficient. He knows what he wants and he goes after it. The Sigma male often has a rebellious spirit and a non-conformist attitude. He isn't afraid to take risks and he isn't afraid of making his own way in the world. The Sigma male is the epitome of cool, calm, and collected. He is the type of guy women want and men want to be. Even though Sigma males are often thought of as lone wolves, this isn't always the case. Many Sigmas have successful social lives and strong relationships. What sets them apart is their independence. They don't rely on others for validation or approval and are comfortable making their own decisions. If you're wondering if you might be a Sigma male, ask yourself these questions. Do you like spending time alone? Do you prefer your own company to that of others? Do you feel more comfortable taking charge than following someone else's lead? Do you have a strong sense of self? If you've answered yes to these questions, you probably are a Sigma male, but don't take our word for it. Only you can truly know if you fit this rare and elusive category. Even though Sigma is a bit of an outsider, having these traits and abilities can be used to their advantage. For example, 1. Intelligence. Sigmas are known for their quick thinking and analytical minds. Use this to your advantage by taking on challenging work projects or tackling difficult personal problems. People will be impressed by your ability to think outside the box and come up with creative solutions. 2. Leadership. Sigmas tend to be natural leaders. Use this trait to your advantage by volunteering for leadership roles at work or in your community. People will respect your ability to take charge and get things done. 3. Confidence. Sigmas are known for their confidence. This can be a great asset in both your personal and professional life. When you walk into a room, ensure you command attention and show that you're comfortable in your own skin. This will make people sit up and take notice. 4. Use your perspective to challenge the status quo. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean it's the best way. As Sigma, you're in a perfect position to question, receive wisdom, and propose new, innovative solutions. 5. Don't be afraid to be different. Embrace your quirks and let them shine. Sigma types are often the ones who go on to achieve great things because they're not afraid to stand out from the crowd. 6. Use your powers of observation to your advantage. Because you're not part of the mainstream, you're often more attuned to what's really going on around you. This can give you a valuable edge in spotting opportunities or potential problems before anyone else does. When it comes to understanding the top 6 male personality types, it's important to recognize that each of those types has its own unique set of qualities, strengths, and weaknesses, and what works for one man may not work for another. Having said that, what also must be acknowledged is that there is no clear cutoff between them. Instead, they exist on a continuum, with each type exhibiting a mix of traits from different types. For example, the Omega male is often seen as the opposite of the Alpha. Where the Alpha is confident and successful, the Omega is seen as weak and unsuccessful. However, this does not mean that all Omegas are losers. In fact, many Omegas are simply shy or introverted. They may be successful in their own right, but they do not conform to traditional ideas of masculinity. As such, they are often overlooked or underestimated. The same can be said for Gamma and Delta males. While they are not as traditionally masculine as the Alpha or Sigma, they still boast their own unique strengths and weaknesses. Nonetheless, finding out about those different types of males and understanding them a bit better can help you get to know yourself a little better too, which will ultimately help you improve your life. If you want to find out more about this topic, here is the video you should really watch next. Also, if you are new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Hardy Mind channel. Thanks for watching. Lights out.